Really good team win. I know that gets said by me a lot, but, felt like all three phases of the game had a big part in this. Let me first start off by complimenting Baylor. We knew that that's a really, really improved football team. That quarterback reminds me a lot of our guy in terms of the development and the improvement that he's made over the course of a year. And they were tough. And again, Matt Rule coached teams are always very well coached as well. So we knew that this wasn't going to be easy. And then obviously when your starting quarterback goes out in the first drive, I think it was, there could have been some panic, could have been a little shock to everybody, especially knowing that they went down and scored right after that. And but I have told you guys, and I want to tell the world, Shane Buechele is the most engaged. He's the most prepared. He's the most positive coaching backup quarterback I've ever been around in my life. And I've been around some really good ones, really, really good ones. And I go back to even every Thursday, the ones practice a QB sneak in case we need it on 4th and inches. We hadn't run QB sneak in 2 years here. And he is 15 yards behind the play, on air, no center, no nothing, and he's crouching down, got his hands under his make-believe center, and he's getting his mental rep. And I don't think there was any doubt in anybody's mind how prepared he was because they watch him work every day. And what an unbelievable teammate he has been, especially considering what's gone on other places in the country, to have him be so fully invested in this football team and his teammates is a credit to him, his family, Coach Beck, and that quarterback room. I can't thank Shane enough, and I probably don't enough. But after today, I certainly will. And then just to address Sam, he's got a AC sprain on his throwing shoulder. We're going to obviously get an MRI to make sure that there's no ligament damage, but some rest and treatment. Hopefully, have him, from what I've been told, have him throwing the ball by the end of this week. So the off week comes at a very good time, and we need to rest. We need to heal. We've been playing football for 11 straight weeks, and the guys need to take a nice deep breath, exhale, and get ready to come to work on Tuesday. Questions?
Tom, I guess what's going through your mind in the second half when you're not able to get any points on the board, but the defense, bows up, and did you think of going to Cam Rising at all in the second half? No.
Shane is absolutely prepared for that moment. What was going through my mind in the second half was manage the game. You got a 13-point lead. Your defense is playing great. Your backup quarterback had just gone out and, he tried to take a deep shot, tried to stay aggressive, and he throws an interception, which is probably has more of a psychological effect than it does an actual effect on the game, but was extremely proud of, the second to last drive and the last drive of our guys, churning out some very difficult yards on the ground that, you're not going to throw it in that situation. And we did a couple times through a boot pass and a couple quick game stuff on third down, but you're not going to take any chances when your defense is playing that well. And, that manage the game. That was what was going through my mind.
When did Colin Johnson take the step he needed physically to become kind of the man he's become at receiver? And when did y'all know you could trust him in the enormous situations that y'all have started trusting him?
I think he absolutely loves Coach Maringer. They've got a really special relationship, and they have worked really, really hard in the off season leading up to this season. So I think I knew personally in training camp, we got two really good corners, and when you go ones versus ones and he's making plays, and you always, at least I do, you kind of judge wide receivers on, when does the quarterback throw it to him? Does he throw it to him on third down? Does he throw it to him when he's only got half a step because he trusts him? Does he throw it to him when, he knows that the guy's going to go up and protect him? And both of our quarterbacks, all of our quarterbacks love throwing him the ball because they trust him.
Tom, just for clarity, TV and radio said that Sam left the game with blood on his hand, and then he never came back. So was it really a shoulder problem at that time?
Yeah, they actually – he'd heard it a few plays prior, and he stayed in. I think actually made a throw or two after. But he did have – the reason they stopped the game was he had blood on his hand. So as he's coming off, we thought, okay, he's going to be out for a play. Get blood on his, just get the blood cleaned up as they do, anytime you've got exposed blood, you got to come off the field. And he came off, he goes, Coach, my shoulder's messed up. I said, okay. So we had the trainers look at him, and his shoulder was messed up.
Right. And so when he went to the locker room, at that point, are you thinking Shane's going the rest of the way, or are you waiting on a diagnosis?
Yeah, waiting on a diagnosis. They had x-rayed him, diagnosed it as a sprain, and then gave him some anti-inflammatories. They let that medicine take effect and then see how he felt at halftime. I think I told the TV people that, he was going to be evaluated at halftime. Couldn't do a whole lot. So by the end of halftime, we knew he was done.
And then finally, on a different topic, I know you guys have much bigger goals, but for Texas to be bowl eligible in mid-October is a pretty big deal, given the last 4 years around here. Do you even say that to them, or do you even want them thinking about anything like big picture or anything?
And it's funny you said that because I didn't even think about it. I remember last year, in the locker room in Morgantown, West Virginia, and watching guys like Poona Ford and Nashawn Hughes and those guys, dancing around like we'd won the Super Bowl, saying we're going bowling. And also thinking, this we got some work to do. No, there was, I don't think they even know in there. I don't think that not going to a bowl game even crossed anybody's mind when the season started.
Tom, coming off the win against Oklahoma, getting the top 10 ranking, going 5-1 for the first time in 7 or 8 years here, were you disappointed by the kind of low fan turnout, especially in the student section today?
No, I love our fans. I know, this is always a difficult weekend with Austin city limits going on, and Austin's ranked the #1 city in America for a reason, because there's a lot of stuff to do. And so, no, I know what they gave us, the 3 previous home games that we had, and I know what they'll give us the next couple home games that we have. But I didn't even notice, to be honest with you.
Coach, you've been around a lot of quarterbacks. An AC sprain in the throwing shoulder, if there is no ligament damage, is that something that lingers, or is that fine moving forward? Your level of concern with that kind of injury?
Anytime you hurt a throwing shoulder, my level of concern is greater than 0. But I don't know enough about it. I've got to be educated more on it.
You got your first 100-yard running back game in 18 games. How do you see the value of that? And is Keontae 100%? Could he even do 25, 28 carries a game, or is he that healthy yet?
I don't know that it's a matter of health. I think it's a matter of physical development with him. I would say he's probably at about 90%. I mean, I hate doing that, quantifying health. But, he's probably got a few things that are lingering, but none that would keep him out of the game. But I think you're going to see the biggest jump in his workload between year one and year two when Yancey McKnight gets a hold of him for an entire offseason.